Alright, we're back with some more of this, and I've decided that I'm going to attack the Austrians. Because Britain can go suck it. Let's do this thing.
Was that all?
That should be good. Alrighty, so you're probably winning. Excuse my dog, because they like to bark a lot. But yeah, lots of things have changed recently. A new update came out for April Fool's Day. Let's see if that was still in order. But yeah, a new update came out recently.
Écoutez.
Look at these UIs. I must say that the Red Foot team man doing pretty nice things.
Attention.
For myself. But before we go on, yeah, before I read these, the reason why I didn't record yesterday was mainly because of it was starting to get very fuming hot in our house. Yeah, I live out basically in the desert, middle of nowhere. So things tend to really warm up once the summertime comes up, and we'll get the summer keeping very late. I don't know if it was because maybe because of last year there was a lot of rain that happened at the beginning. Now since that didn't happen, shit's changing or what. Basically, I couldn't really record that much because it was burning hot. Like, I took 2 showers. Mainly just the first one was, take like a shower at least once a day, and the second was primarily because I sweat like crazy, and I didn't really want to go to bed like that. So enough about me. Let's read some more of this and we're trying to make up for lost time. I'll leave the cavalry first because that has to do with England over here. Anthony looked down at sea. He and his squadron had begun flying for what felt like hours. Slowed down by the bombers behind they were escorting. Suddenly he heard his comrade's voice in the radio. Enemies coming in at 12 o'clock. He looked up and saw the distance, slightly below them, many formations of planes heading straight in their direction. Finally, what he signed up for. Already the bri'sh had started firing against them. The boats whizzed past the formations below them, already speeding up like rows of Napoleonic soldiers advancing on the British lines at Waterloo. But he was above them. The planes below him were foot soldiers. He and his squadron were the cavalry, the escadron. Very well, men, and might signal, Anthony said, carefully away in the moment. Now, he shouted, shooting his plane straight towards the British planes. As his plane and comrades accelerated towards the enemy, Anthony was no longer in the plane. In fact, he was no longer on Earth. He had been transported to space like he had many times before. Around him were stars and planets at his side. Armies of angels were flying past him on their way to annihilate anything in their path, but Anthony did not care for them. He was focused on controlling his empty body in this plane. Like a remote-controlled robot, Anthony's squadron were charging the enemy from above. Their heads filled with blood, their eyes were bloodshot. Anthony saw reality in a blue hue. He pressed down on his triggers. His face was bright red and grimaced by the G-force. Bullets began spraying out the undersides of his wings. The expensive and carefully crafted planes of the British were torn to shreds like paper. Their pilots, middle-aged, well-trained and prepared, were mangled and mutilated like the bodies of a worm being pulled off the hook of an unsatisfied fisherman's rod. Their bodies were thrown into the sea along with the holes filled with metal. old field heaps of metal they once rode in. As the battle ended, Anthony and his squadron returned to fly as they had before. He could finally see the rim of England. Large, peaceful plains resting on gigantic shelves of stone over the ocean surface. The calm landscape helplessly looked on as the uncountable bombers behind rows of planes slowly made their way towards them, ready to annihilate. I'll be on the wait. I'll be on indeed. Once we take care of our boys in Britain. Not in Britain. Africa. In the Reich. Face that war again. Did I delicate and fragile balance in Europe had finally been shattered. That was dialect. Yeah, dialect. I almost said delicacy, but it was spelled differently. That's why dyslexia kicking in. Damn it. The fragile balance in Europe has finally been shattered as the Patron of France, Anatole and Anatole, made a speech in Le Soleil declaring war on the United Kingdom. Comrades, warrior poet, riders of steel, horses, priests of war, and lovers of art. He put down his cane and adjusted his scarf. The crucial moment in our chance. We shall paint a giant image over Britain. We will paint our bombs with our cars and write their own blood. We will paint with... Oh yeah. The plutocratic and reactionary regime of the United Kingdom has forced us to stand our ground and protect the oppressed masses of the world against the rotting corpse that is Anglo culture, the heart of this cancer, a bastion of intellectually dull and meandering bourgeois in London. He proclaimed, slamming his cane against the ground, screaming energetically with dramatic, Catholic, and visceral gestures. Our troops are ready to fight. The SFL have had the rituals and sacrifices are complete, so we can trust the Celtic gods in aiding our invasion. Arthur then after poem, walking over to a plane with speakers fitted on the side. The Anglo race has even failed to achieve the simplest of tasks, satisfying their women. We must help these poor souls out. The lies of the Lapatron echoed across our solar capital. After our victory, we will put the Anglo in the rightful historical place of a race of cuckolds. Wow. Our first aircrafts are on their way to London right now to drop lewd pictures of our troops and love letters to future riders across the channel. Arthur then flew away, throwing roses and firing his pistol into the air to declare in praise of the residents of the great city. A conquest of land and women. It's gamer time, my boys. But first, let us take care of the Reich, because I want to 1v1 the Germans. I think I'm just gonna start on the focus tree.
Aux ordres.
Yeah, we can build up.
Attention.
Let the Reich take over the land of the Reich. Basically sweep the Germans. Basically prevent the Germans from doing what they do.
Gardez vos rangs.
I don't know why I said that. I just say weird things. I know Reactia is somewhere around here. Yeah, that's Cheetah. Because, yeah, this is somewhere around there. This is just how I am.
Pareil.
Oh yeah, you know what I could do actually? I could have done some of that.
Gardez vos rangs.
Yeah, sorry I don't talk too much in these episodes. Coming up. Basically just focusing on the combat.
Aux
Probably
ordres.
bound to happen. These slick games like these.
Pareil. Pareil. Bougez-vous. C'est parti. Bougez-vous.
See, we come off from there.
Aux ordres.
Come on.
Gardez vos rangs.
Stay on attack.
Aux ordres. On recule. Bougez-vous.
Damn mountains. Come on.
Écoutez.
Keep 'em busy. Some
Pareil.
special plan for them. Dream. Yeah, I forgot what we did the last time. I guess we can start doing this. Wasn't the status quo? Get that going.
Attention. Attention. Écoutez. Aux ordres. Continuez d'avancer.
Multitasking. The gym multitasking. Look at this.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos distances.
Clutch. Come on. Yes.
Attention.
Busy.
Attention.
Yeah, they came over there.
Écoutez.
Move in. There's Speedy Boy. It'll last quite a while.
Gardez vos rangs.
Some more tanks, and it's good. Casualty. We only lost 25k. They lost 100,000. We get about 200,000. So yeah, I must say it's going pretty dang good if I do say so myself, man.
Attention.
Because I don't want to fight Germany. Only I can fight Germany.
Attention.
No one else. Of course.
Aux ordres.
Oh yeah, doing stuff like that.
Arrêt.
You should love it and hate it. You love it or you hate it. Now, this is Paradox we're talking about, so it's been on the fence really.
Attention.
Actually, there is something I want to talk about. The podcast that I did recently with my friend. I hope that I do hope that I can figure out why you can barely hear him. I don't know if that's an issue on my end or his, but during the recording, he sounded pretty much fine to me. Besides the intro, I don't know what up with that.
Allez, on se bouge.
But that's the status quo. Actually, let's get freedom on the French protection. As our Arab lands are now being integrated to our great nation, they may receive equal protection after all. We must sustain our brethren from the savages on the border. Hold on for just a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, my mic by accident, but basically just close my door. I don't know if the TV's out there is loud. I am so amateur at this because it's been like years since I've done stuff like this.
Gardez vos rangs.
But I do hope that as time goes on, I can improve and that I really do hope I become better at this. But, oh yeah, before I just talk about making improvements, just trying to make improvements. The podcast, I will try to figure out what goes wrong with it. My friends are perfectly fine on my end. I really don't know why that he's so damn quiet in the recording, but I do hope that next time when we do this, that it is much better. You know, you're able to hear everyone, and it doesn't sound like you're speaking across the hallway, completely muffled and all that. You live and you learn. I know, like, these are very amateurish mistakes, like very rookie mistakes, but
Continuez l'attaque.
Barely even when I did this, I like still pretty new. Basically, I had it with old for years.
Arrêt.
I just end up falling off.
Gardez vos rangs.
Not bad. Volunteers, eh? This.
On se maille.
How is that side going? Let's see, we're excellent on the defense. So I would take over Switzerland. On the Germany. Germany take over Half of this. Hungary. Take over that. And that, let's give fuel me that. Then I'll puppet them. Sexual state of Austria. That's funny. That is very funny. That's probably April Fools up there, I think.
Pareil.
Oh, it's that over. Is it the boys over here?
Pareil.
Got that done. Let's do this.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
We're gonna pimp out this army here, alright? Yeah. Yeah, this damn sexual state of Austria, yeah. It's part of the April Fool update. What else was that? Probably when I do another playthrough, I'll oh my god. You guys are weird.
Vos ordres.
By my viewers, I'm talking about you guys, I mean the devs, not viewers. No, let's do this. Because I'm already at war with England, might as well go at war with the Germans after that. The Red Maze next door has proved to be an eternal foe to our great revolution. Unfortunately, their false revolution has inched ever closer to our vulnerable people. We can no longer wait. We must take the offensive.
Gardez vos rangs.
So, with that.
Attention.
Skit.
Attention.
Some motorized in there, might as well.
Pareil.
Oh yeah, since the Third International doesn't exist because of well, obvious reasons. Bombers up and running. Need some more of this.
Écoutez.
Focusing this barely in on in here, might as well go for it. We are holding our own out here. I'm pissed.
Osman.
Casualty list. Bri'sh Egypt. Before. Losing. They be losing. Like they ain't gonna break through that.
Gardez vos rangs.
Taking considerable amount of effort to break through that. This is just one of you.
Attention.
There's some infantry in there.
Arrêt.
Not really. Come on, people. It's not that hard to invade. Draw up invasion plans. At least within a reasonable manner.
Attention. Attention.
You. Go there. Yeah, I ain't going to do that. Let's get a fire brigade. Because we don't really need Volks. We don't really need these. I mean, having more recruitable population's nice, but I prefer this. You get more. It's gonna be more beneficial for us to do that in the long run rather than like have like like Germany during World War II, at the end of World War II. They can script the entire populations and all that.
Arrêt. Gardez vos rangs.
It's capitalism. It's armed to Mayakovsky. These foul Russians have ever been opportunists and go both for us. As such, we cannot afford to take advantage of our struggle in this journey by the many terrorists from potential Eastern Ally. Fortunately, there are many fine futurists in Russia. We should give them our full support and hopefully distract the Russian oafs from interfering. They still haven't done that. Like, I did this. Yeah. They're doing what I did. Where you basically get like all the buffs before they actually start doing anything. I mean, it's fine if you do that, but don't do it. But I prefer to, like,
Gardez vos rangs.
wait until the time is right. At least for me.
Écoutez. Attention.
Isn't that like a base game portrait? No. I think that's a base game portrait.
Attention.
It looks like something from the base game, but I haven't played Base Horror 4 in like a long time. Yeah. I used to play it a lot with Roller 56. I really like Roller 56. But, nah, it's kinda Kinda about the hood. Saying about base game in general. I mean, probably is something for me there, but I'm not all that interested. Yeah, as of now.
Osman.
Cav expert, so let's get combined arms. Will I increase defense by 15, boy? My God. Yeah, there ain't no way they're gonna break through that. No way, no how. We're basically doing Operation Bleed Out. We're gonna bleed them out for manpower. That's our docking rights. Might as well. Surprised they haven't went to war with these guys yet. Because, yeah, they got claims. They got claims for all of them. Like, when I do Liberia with Garvey, I immediately go for these, especially this one, because that's 15 million manpower, and if you already have that as a core state, like, you're relatively decent to go up against these. Yeah, because they have the British neutrality modifier, which means they won't ever call public. They don't, so you will have to go up against Britain for that to work. It might be a pain, but let's top of Bulgaria. To prove to our potential allies that the anti-communist cause is worth undertaking, we must prove that we can effectively lead the struggle. While cooperating with the Yugoslav and toppling the pitiful Bulgarian regime, we can begin the European counter-revolution and inspire other communists.
Écoutez. Continuez d'avancer.
Continuez d'avancer. It's a convoy. It's another convoy. And guys, what about that and this? And this. I am not used to naval stuff. This does not work.
Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez. Attention.
Rubber. Maybe I like how these look.
Écoutez. Aux ordres.
Attack them there. Keep them busy. Keep them boys busy. There's Ranger. This is Force. You are acting here. Infantry, yeah, they have a better time dealing with that because you don't have to trudge through and make your roads and all that. Yeah, I mean, it's just guys on vehicle. I'm sure they can come and just regular infantry.
Aux ordres.
And with that, there you go. Oh man. There. I need to see. Yeah, let's pimp that out some more. Why not? But why not? I mean, I have a plan. It's a dumb plan, but it might just work. Great submarine. Some more submarines. Yep, we're gonna whittle them down, boys. It's gonna take a long time to do that, but it's going to be worth it. I guarantee you that. Let's pump those numbers. Those are lucky numbers, my boy. You're still out here being amazing. Yeah, that's the Madras presidency. Yeah, what remains of like the OG British Raj. Yeah, Churchill got cooled by the Avatar. Sveta Pisana. Yeah, I would like to play some of these nations later on. Yeah, some of these nations I can reunify. I kind of hope that they expand on these, so that way they can like conquer and go beyond their territory that they have. It would be like a pretty cool kind of end game for them. See if they could, you know, use this version of the Second World War to like take over colonial territory, or to like, you know, unify the nation. Because the UK is busy with like France, Germany, both, and the Americas, here. It'd be interesting. Hold on. Although the Prussians are still a bunch of decadent reactionaries, they are still allied with us in the struggle against the Red Flood. Therefore, out of necessity, we gotta join forces, at least until Spartacus are destroyed. Actually, I'll just end the episode here. So, managed to take over North Africa, Britain, and I'll be prepping up for the inevitable. Until then, I'll see you later.